Yo, family, bro, we back, and as y'all know, bro, and as y'all can see, bro, I haven't recorded in 2 weeks, bro. Well, I haven't posted. I haven't reported almost in 3 weeks, but I haven't posted in like 2, bro. And it's been crazy. But I got some exciting news for y'all, bro. Starting in January, I'm gonna drop a vlog probably January 23rd. But in my in-person vlog is about to be so crazy. Y'all gonna see why after I drop the vlog or whatever. After I drop the vlog or whatever, y'all gonna see why this vlog gonna be so important. Why my in-person vlog gonna be so important, man. It's just exciting news, you know what I'm saying? Exciting news. And I've been going for a minute because I've been just trying to adjust to the news, and then, you know what I'm saying, body been feeling different, you know what I'm saying, getting new glasses. I broke my other glasses, I don't know how. DJ's goofy, I don't really like them. They look too much like Superman glasses, Clark Clint glasses, Batman glasses, stupid long ass glasses, Monster my goggles glasses. Side now I'm playing. Nah, but let up. Yeah, I've been going for a little minute, man, and it really just trying to just, you know what I'm saying, buckle down and just get adjusted to the stuff I'm about to be going through later and soon. It'll come up. Also been getting other stuff right, getting Christmas stuff right. I supposed to did some Christmas vlogs and stuff like that, but I didn't have, what was it? There was a couple stuff I just didn't have together, so, and everything came so fast and all that. But Merry Christmas to y'all, even though Christmas was yesterday. But I'm recording this today on the 26th. So look, y'all, I ain't gonna hold too much time, but look, y'all, today we are reacting to, y'all know, bro, the playoffs is coming up right around the corner. It is week 17, y'all. Y'all already know. Hold on, let me go get the jacket. Let me turn around the jacket. Let me turn around the jacket. Appreciate Pops for the Christmas gift, man. Appreciate the Pops for the, but y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is, dog. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I know what time it is, bro. Like I said, playoffs is coming up, and y'all gonna already know, bro. The playoffs are gonna get crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The playoffs this year is gonna be crazy, bro. Playoffs gonna be insane this year. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, the teams is crazy. Like, especially the AFC side, bro. It's so, AFC side can go either way, bro. Anybody can win the AFC this year. I feel like the only team I feel like don't really have a chance to win it is the Steelers. And that's not even me hating. It's just like, bro, they probably the weakest link going into the playoffs. Like, it's kind of crazy. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, they gonna look, y'all. Today we are reacting to updated NFL playoff picture. They just dropped this like 7 hours ago, so hopefully they got everything. A lot of the teams that played yesterday, it didn't really mean anything except for the Broncos game, and they won, so that really didn't mean, everybody expected them to win any goddamn way. They didn't even win nothing, and to be honest, they really didn't look all so strong against a team that they really didn't have their quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what we got today. We about to look into the playoffs, who's in, who's out, who get early draft picks, whatever. Boom. But we got to react to that. So let's get straight into the vid. Oh, look, y'all. Also, the reason why my shit looks so clean right now, because I got a new light. I got 2 lights sitting on me right here. 2 lights with the perfect goddamn on with the perfect lighting, bro. This is about to be beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. But let me start talking your heads off. Let's just straight into the vid, man. Oh, shit, my bad.
So taking a look at the AFC playoff picture, the Broncos, after their win over the Chiefs, still sitting kind of pretty, atop of the AFC of that 13-3 record, but just nipping at their heels.
The Texans not in yet. The Texans and the Steelers not in yet.
Jags still sitting there with that 3rd seed, and Steelers yet to clinch a playoff berth. Still looking to lock that down, but as we stand, Steelers and Texans got some work to do over these next couple days.
But I mean, it's only 2 teams in the hunt, though. I'm confused about that. How do that work? Y'all comment down below how that work. Cause it's, and they won't even be a factor to each other because they're not in the same division. Unless the Colts, the Colts and the Texans kind of a factor, but the Colts will have to win out. Hold on. I just thought about that. This Colts still got a chance to make it. Look, they 8-7. They gotta win out. Look, if the Colts went out, they would be 10-7. But the Texans would have to lose out. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. The Texans looking crazy right now. They've been on a I don't know how many game win streaks they get on, but they looking crazy right now for sure. And then the Steelers, I think the Ravens got to lose one more time too, because if the Steelers lose out and the Ravens win out, the Ravens take the position. If they win, if they beat the Steelers, okay, I see it now. I understand.
A playoff berth.
I understand.
Still looking to lock that down, but as we stand, Steelers and Texans got some work to do over these next couple days. Back here with Emery, Hunt, and Emery. Just how good should the Broncos just feel about their chances of getting that 1 seed in the AFC? I mean, all they have to do realistically, beat the Chargers at home, Week 18. Easy, right?
Easy peasy, right? Chargers will have a little say in that, but I will say that you got to feel good because you have to only win 2 games to get to Santa Clara, which is not that far of a flight from Denver to San Francisco area, right? Like, so at the end of the day, you got to like that. So also, we know the significant home field advantage that it is.
And they probably posted this, y'all. They probably posted this yesterday, right before the game. So it's a little delayed, but the Broncos didn't win yesterday. They did win yesterday. I don't know. Oh, yeah, they probably posted. They had to post it the day before because they still talking about how if all they gotta do is win the last 2 games. But they did win yesterday. So all they do have to beat the Chargers. I do know that to get in 1 seed. But if they lose, that motherfucker still up for grabs, man. That little motherfucker still up for grabs, man. I don't know, man. That motherfucker still up for grabs, though. Hold on.
Playing in Mile High Stadium or, the Mile High City. So playing at home, knowing you're used to the altitude and used to, the environment, and you have a great defense, you have a quarterback that's a gamer. This is excellent for you. So if they could just beat the Chargers in Week 18.
Okay, so for us to get the 1 seed, they just gotta beat the Chargers. Oh, so this might be updated. Okay, so they just gotta beat the Chargers, the Broncos. We just gotta win out and beat and Denver gotta lose. The Jaguars, they gotta win out. Denver gotta lose, and we gotta lose for the Chargers to get it. The Jaguars, my bad. For the Chargers to get it, they gotta win out. We gotta lose. Jacksonville gotta lose. Hold on. Because they beat Denver. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Then for the Bills to get it, they gotta win out. Denver gotta lose. We gotta lose. Jacksonville gotta lose. God dang, the Bills ain't getting it. I don't know why. all of us not losing. I'm telling you right now. One of us gotta win. One of us gotta lose. And then wait, hold on. This don't even make sense. They play each other Week 18. Yeah, the Bills not getting it. Yeah, they just kiss their goodbye. They're not getting it. Cause how the freak they both gonna lose? How they both gonna lose? Oh no. It is a chance that they both can lose. Cause if the Chargers lose this week, and then they beat Denver next week, the Bills can get it. But we would still have to lose, which I don't think that's happening. And then Jacksonville still have to lose. Also, don't think that's happening either. But yeah, that's how they can get it.
They have the number 1 seed, like you mentioned, Kiana. So you have to feel good, confident, and you're coming off beating the Chiefs. So you even have more confidence going to that game against Los Angeles.
Yeah, getting a look right here. The simplest path. The simplest, obviously, get that win next week, Week 18, against the Chargers. But there's some other situations and scenarios that could happen that could guarantee those Broncos that top seed. But now let's flip over to the NFC playoff picture. Seattle still in that top spot, but they can get very tricky, Emery, as the 49ers. If they can win out, they have games against the Bears coming up on Sunday Night Football, and then in the season finale against the Seahawks. If they win out, they jump to that 1 seed. But meanwhile, Bears still vying for it. Seahawks still vying for it. Eagles
Seahawks got a couple.
Only spot open. That's South. Who want the South? Panthers currently in. Bucks still trying to fight their way in. Okay, so just given all the preseason hype and the fact that the Lions, they were the number 1
they
overall
got kicked out. That was crazy
yesterday. NFC just a year ago from right now. How would you describe just how disappointing it is that there will not be any postseason football in Detroit this year?
Very disappointing because they got out Lions against the Minnesota Vikings that subsequently got them knocked out.
That was a trash joke, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. That was a garbage joke, bro. Outline. clever, but garbage, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Out the postseason, they wasn't able to run the football like they wanted to when they wanted to. The defense just really gave up a lot in terms of the yards in that nature, and the one big play that ultimately broke the game open. And on offense, their offensive line just was giving up so much room to that defensive front. They got Jared Goff under the rest in the pocket.
I just realized
six
too,
turnovers. They hadn't had 6 turnovers all season long. They had 8 in the entire season and 6 in this past game, and not many in the last 4 weeks, if not any in the last 4 weeks. So this was very un-Lions-like to close out the season. It's just unfortunate because this team has explosive run game, has a dynamic passing game, has a defense, has a tremendous edge rusher in Aiden Hutchinson, and a defense in the back 7 that was playing really good opportunistic football. So it's unfortunate, but this is the reason why you have to have depth. This is the reason why you really want to make sure your ducks are in a row. And we see how tough this NFC picture is when we look at these 4 teams and talk about teams 2, 3, 5, and 6. You're talking about teams that on Philly side of things, Philly and the Bears, they're talent ridden. So they give you a problem with talent. The Rams and 49ers, you got to deal with talent plus the X's and O's of the coaching that is great. You know what I'm saying? So Detroit not being in the mix and seeing 2 of their compadres in the mix, the Bears and the Packers, is a problem.
Yeah, I think earlier in the season, we probably assumed that we might see 3 teams from the NFC North in the postseason picture. And it also started at one point to look very promising, but instead, after that bye, things kind of spiraling for the Lions. But meanwhile, hey, with that loss, the Packers, they punched their ticket, leaving 1 playoff spot open in the NFC. So, Henry, let's take a look at this. What catches your eye most when you look at the playoff picture right now?
Again,
but I don't know.
2, 3, 5, and 6. Bears, Eagles, talent written. They cause a lot of problems. That's a matchup you don't want. 5 and 6 are the schematic matchups that will drive you crazy with Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan on top of the talent that they have. So this is going to be a wide open NFC playoff picture. And the number 1 seed, Seattle, they got great defense and they attack you. On offense, if Sam Darnold is playing on his game, he makes a ton of throws down the field. He has great athleticism, but their defense is what their calling card is, because they attack you downhill. They can get after the quarterback. They stop the run. So it's a coin flip. It's a wide open field on both sides of the conferences, AFC and NFC. I can't wait to
What just happened? What just happened? My headphones died, bro. The hell? Hold on. What just happened? I think my headphones died. Oh, God. No. Santa died? What the fuck? Did he die? Oh. What the hell just happened?
certain conferences to be in, and now that we don't have these teams, we're excited at the fact that we're going to get a wide open playoff. We may get the best Super Bowl yet because the playoffs are so wide open.
Absolutely. It's a little bit of a changing of the guard, so to speak, in what we're seeing. But you talk about Seattle, and you mentioned their defense, but just look at what they have with JSN on offense and what they have been able to do. Now we just want to see if Sam Darnold can not do what he did last year in the playoffs for Minnesota. But from the top of the order, let's head to the bottom as we turn our attention to the 2026 draft. Here's a look at the top 10. Giants currently owning that top pick in the draft, followed by the Raiders, then the Browns and Jets. But one thing I want to bring to your attention, taking a look at Kansas City.
That nigga's 2 of 13.
This year's draft. The last time they picked in the top 10 was when they had Eric Fisher, who was picked first overall back in 2013. But what should the Chiefs be targeting in this year's draft?
Kiana, I am so glad you asked me that because there is a certain tailback that would be an ideal fit for Kansas City. If we think about Kansas City, we think about their passing game, we think about Patrick Mahomes. We don't think about the dominant run game anymore because they don't have one. But here comes the solution in the form of Jeremiah Love out of Notre Dame. If they're able to get their hands on an explosive tailback to go along with their passing game, and then you, in the middle rounds, you get the interior offensive line help to help bolster the offensive line depth like they had when they were in their heyday. My goodness, be on the lookout for Kansas City. I tell you about a team that's going to be good. It's going to be Kansas City if they get their hands on Jeremiah Love out of Notre Dame. Now, that's one element. I do think they need a game.
I'm going to tell you right now, that's not happening.
I also
feel
like
that far.
Interior offensive line help. So, but if I'm sitting there at 10, Boy, oh boy, Love out of Notre Dame would be a perfect fit in Kansas City, Kansas, or
He'll
Kansas
go
City,
that
Missouri,
far.
wherever they're going to play at.
Maybe a nice piece to add with Andy
Jeremiah Love, he's definitely top 10, bro. He's not going that far. I ain't gonna cap.
Reed, and then also bolstering that O-line, giving some Patrick Mahomes a little help over there. But the Cowboys, I mean, they're still feeling the effects of trading away Micah Parsons. Dallas currently sitting with the 15th overall pick in the draft. So, I'm going to ask you, is pass rusher the area that Jerry Jones should be targeting?
Yes, because this was where I was going to put Jeremiah Love. But seeing how well they ran the football this year with Malik Davis and Javonte Williams, who went over 1,100 yards this season, the run game is actually fine. They have playmakers at wide receiver. They have a competent run game, a complement to their passing game. But when we look at their defense, they've solved the interior. Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, fantastic. Donovan Ezaraku, the rookie they drafted this year, he's also coming along strong, but they need to continue to bolster the depth along the defensive line. Getting a pass rusher would be ideal. Someone like Ruben Bain would, in my opinion, be very good for them because he is someone that plays physical. He can set a physical edge. He would also take the attention away from Ezaraku, who's more of a speed guy, to get around the edge. So I think now you're cooking with gas if you're able to get a pass rusher in the terms of a Ruben Bain for the Dallas Cowboys to help bolster the defense. Because, again, it wasn't the offense that was the issue this year. It was the defense. If they can be good on defense, I didn't say great, I didn't say terrible, just be good. That's 12 and up. If they could be that on defense with this offense that we've seen and this offensive line that they've been able to put together through the draft.
I ain't really too sure about the draft. I ain't gonna lie. That's wasting time. I ain't gonna lie. But y'all seen the playoff scenarios, you know what I'm saying, for the AFC and the NFC. You know what I'm saying? So right now they just talking about the draft. My team's not in the draft. A lot of y'all teams might be in the draft, but they just talk about certain type of picks. You know what I'm saying? They show the draft picks. So if y'all want to go back and watch it, y'all can do that. But I'm taking it off because they ain't really talking about nothing more about just the next year draft and shit like that. But look, if you like the video, man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, bro. What y'all doing? I've been gone for 2 weeks and y'all ain't like, comment, subscribe. Not yet. Y'all tripping, bro. Y'all tripping. I don't fuck with y'all. But look, like I said, y'all, coming up in the future, man, we got some, bro. My in-person vlogs about to be crazy. My in-person vlogs about to be crazy. Y'all gonna see the big news, bro. Ah, man. Y'all gonna see some big news, bro. Big news. And I'm ready for it, bro. Like I said, in person vlog, I finally got something to really vlog about now in person. Y'all all gonna see it. Big news. But like I said, January 23rd, I'm gonna be dropping it. And I'm probably the biggest news yet on that video, on that channel too. Also, but got dang on. Yeah, man, y'all stay tuned on that. The gaming coming back. I'm about to actually do some gaming probably sometime this week. Grad on that. I was then might get myself back into my workout shape like I was eating probably once or twice a day like I used to. Lately I be eating crazy, but it's all for a reason why I've been doing that lately. And y'all gonna learn January 23rd why it's that. But yeah, man. But if y'all like the video, man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We on to the next one.